Now in this video clip I'll show you the components you need to illuminate your display cabinet using LED lighting. Well, of course the first thing you need are the LED strips, and these are just 2 watts, and to power them you need what's called a driver, which is actually like a power unit that converts the 240 volts into 24 volts, and then it has a little distribution board where you can connect 6 2-meter wires. So you've got your driver, your strips, and then a 2-meter connection cable. You have a smaller connection cable if you want to join 2 rows together closely. This is a 50mm connector, and then you have a stainless steel clip if you want to screw them onto a wooden shelf, although I have used these stainless steel clips with self-adhesive, twin stick adhesive to stick the strips via a stainless steel clip to a shelf. Now finally, because the drivers when they come in their boxes do not come with a plug, you have to purchase a 3-amp plug unless you've got one yourself, but these are obviously not very much money. Now to show you how it works quickly, this is the lead. Here's one I've undone already. Simply plug one end into the distribution board and the other to the end of the strip, and there you have one cool white illuminated. Now these strips do join together in rows if you wish, and you can join up to 10 in one row. The other thing you can do using the short connector is, if you want to have, like in some cabinets, a double row at the top for an extra boost, you use the short connector and just pop it round like that. So then you can produce 2 rows fairly close together. Now, one thing I wanted to show you in this video is the different colours of white we do. There's basically 3 whites, which I'll show you. There's the cool white, which is the most popular. There's the neutral white, which would be more used by museums where you didn't want too much brightness, and something that was fairly innocuous. And then the warm white, which we sell the least of, is more like the traditional tungsten halogen. Now what I'm going to attempt to show you are the 3 whites, so we'll just choose one from each selection. So we've got the cool white, then we have the neutral white, and then the warm white. And the way I'm going to show you the different whites, first of all, is with a piece of white paper. Now that is the cool white. This is the brightest white, and I use this when I do demonstrations and exhibitions, and it has proved actually to be the most popular. However, if you were a museum and you didn't want quite this bright white, one would go for the neutral white. So you can see the difference. That's the cool, that's the neutral. And then if you had like an old house with lots of the old lighting and you didn't want too much of an upset, you'd go for the warm white. Now the warm white is very good for gold, antiques, etc. The neutral is good for everything, and then the cool white is extremely good for minerals, and I'll just demonstrate a couple here. If we just get that in the camera a bit better. Yeah, that's not too bad. So if you notice the difference, that would be how I would normally display my minerals. A museum would probably go for that sort of grade, and then if you went back to having tungsten halogen, you'd have this sort of warmer colour. I mean, all the whites are actually pretty good. I know a lot of it's in the eye of the beholder, but there were certain instances recently where we here at the company would have sworn that they would have gone for the neutral because it was more of a museum situation. But after a lot of trials, they liked the bright, cool white. So Some other things that we can see under the lighting which look extremely good are, for instance, glass, cool white, neutral, and warm. And then if we take some silver and some copper, you should see that the copper looks really good under the warm lighting. However, a museum would probably go for the neutral, and then finally a lot of people are going for the cool white. I hope my arm isn't in this, probably is, but there we go. I think that demonstrates the whites and the components, and obviously if there are any questions you can always give us a call. That's the warm, we'll take that out. That's the museum neutral, take that out, and then finally the cool.